First question for Rob.
You finally made it.
I made it. I got here. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
What's the experience been like so far? I saw you got to mix it up with some Phillies fans last night.
Yeah.
How's it been?
It's been fantastic. Really has. Yeah, we had a little reception last night at the Tower for the team, and then we found out that there was a Philly bar. Dusty Wathan found out. He did a podcast with a guy that was affiliated with the bar. So I said, well, let's head over. We'll take everybody with us, and we had a great time.
Get any cheesesteaks while you were there? Or did
No.
you sample any of it? Okay. Just mixed it up with the Phillies fans.
Yeah, and it was amazing how many people from Philadelphia were there. And then obviously the Philly fans here from Great Britain. So it was just a lot of fun. There had to be 500 people there.
Rob, just Ranger, all good to go for?
Looks like it. He's doing his touch and feel right now, so I think he's ready to go.
And if he comes out okay, is there any limitations on him, or would it be normal?
It'd probably be normal, but we'll see how he feels after today, and you know, maybe we cut him back a little bit, but as of right now, I'd approach it as being normal.
And then JT on, I guess, Wednesday night had those two plays late in the game where he got nicked up. Is he all good, or?
Yeah, we think so. We're going to add Marchand to the roster. He's going to be our 27th man. And basically it's because JT has been dinged up, and just in case something happens, we've got that extra catcher right there in the middle of the game.
Rob, you guys did so much preparation for the trip over in terms of, you know, studying when to sleep and how to get the body the rest you need. Have you been able to sort of check in with guys and see in the last 24 hours how they came out of it and whether it all worked the way you wanted?
Yeah, I think it did. You know, I think everybody feels pretty good and kind of normal. Most of the guys may have had a little nap yesterday morning, but tried to stay awake for most of the day and get to sleep at 10 or 11 o'clock. I was able to grind through the day without having a nap, so I feel absolutely. When I got up this morning, I felt just normal.
And just to follow up on JT, you know, you guys are in the position of playing from in front as opposed to the last 2 years. Is there a thought to maybe being able to dial back JT's workload a little bit just from the 130 starts the last 2 years and maybe manage him a little differently?
Yeah, possibly. You know, and it always gets back to how he feels. And it's tough to take him out because he always wants to play, but sometimes you got to take the game away from the player.
Hey Rob, how do you balance the enjoyment of this unique event with trying to stay in the great rhythm you guys have been in so far this season?
Well, I think, you know, these guys are professionals, and they'll enjoy their time here, and they'll do some sightseeing, but once they get to the ballpark, they kind of turn into the professionalism, and they get after it just like they normally do.
Yeah, wondering if you did anything yesterday besides the Tower of London and the Philly bar. Did you walk around the city? Did you see anything that you hadn't seen before?
Well, we did a tour of the tower in the afternoon, and that was unbelievable. Because this is my first time here, even though I'm a Canadian citizen and we were part of the British colony for so many years. And it was unbelievable. All the crown jewels and all the armory, and I mean, it was fantastic.
Did you see anything else yesterday?
Not really. You know, we stayed pretty close to the hotel. We went to Dickens Inn, which was a little pub for lunch, and had some fish and chips. So that was it was good.
Hi, Rob. With all your travel recently, West Coast and here, do you have any concerns about how it might impact the players' bodies and
Absolutely.
rest?
Yeah, that's why we've our strength and conditioning department, our medical department, they've given us a lot of things to do: sleep, when to sleep, when not to sleep, supplements, things like that, because we're crossing 18 time zones since Colorado till we get to Boston. So that can put a lot of stress on your body for a player, and so we're concerned about it. So we're taking everything we can do. We're trying to get it done so that they don't get hurt.
These international games recently, they've been really high scoring. You've probably noticed. Do you have any theories about why that is? Does hitting just travel better than pitching?
Yeah, I know that the last couple of times here it was extremely hot, and so there were a lot of runs scored. And I think it's going to be a little bit cooler, so maybe that'll knock down some of the runs, hopefully.
Quick cricket question. Now, if you saw the U.S. cricket team had a big win in the T20 World Cup yesterday. I don't know if you have any experience with cricket, like you mentioned about the being Canadian and having some connection to Britain. I don't know if you saw that or if you have any interest in
I missed
in
that
cricket.
score. I'm glad you updated me with that, but no, I really don't follow cricket that much. I'm more of a hockey, football, basketball, baseball guy.
Thank you.
Hi, Rob. Looking back at the last couple of years for this team, obviously the cohesion has been such a big part of it. How important is a factor like that when travelling so much and into foreign territory?
Yeah, it's a big factor because these guys kind of love each other and they get along so well. They don't so they're not getting on each other's nerves. So our group is a very special group in that manner, and that they support each other. They get along. They do everything together. Play cards, go out, whatever, go to dinner. So that helps.
And then lastly, just obviously coming out of this, you're going to be straight back on a plane after Sunday. Does the preparation change again for coming out of London as the same it did coming in?
I think it'll be a little bit easier because we get into Boston at 10 o'clock at night, so they can go right to sleep and get back on the Eastern time zone.
Hi, Rob. I just wondered what your thoughts are about the long-term future of the London series. It sounds like you and the team have had a great time over here already, and that the overall experience for you has been really positive. What is your opinion about a long-term future for MLB to come to London?
I hope it lasts forever, to tell you the truth. I think this is a great experience for everyone. I think growing the sport all over the world, if we can have competitive baseball in every country in the world, the sport's only going to be better. This is a great facility. It seems like the people of Great Britain have really taken to this, and they come out. So I think it's a great experience, and I hope it lasts forever.
Yes, Rob, the Phillies have had a beautiful season so far. Could you have imagined that it would go so well? We're almost at the All-Star break, and you're one of the top teams, obviously, in MLB.
Well, we played well in pretty much every phase, and we've had some good fortune as well along the way, and we're healthy, knock on wood, especially with our pitching. So, yeah, it's been a good start, but we got a long way to go. We got 4 months to go, and anything can happen. I've seen it before, so we got to just keep preparing and competing on a daily basis. Thank you.